Okay, so I don't know what just happened, but it just randomly said live, going live wasn't available. But I guess it was just a glitch. Hey, how is everybody doing? My name is Diamond Styles. We are going to talk about the soft life trend and what that looks like for people like me, people like you, people like, well, if you are a part of my community. What does that look like for us? I go live at 7 o'clock usually. I'm a little late today, but I usually go live 7 o'clock on Friday nights to talk about whatever I want to talk about. That's how it goes. I've been a YouTuber for a very long time, since 2008, and this is what I do for fun. It doesn't make me a lot of money, so I have not became a rich YouTuber. But I like the little community that I have built, and we have fun and we have great conversations. So if you're new, thank you for joining us. Hey, Brandon. Hey, CL. Hey, Jay. How are you? Do y'all know what the soft life trend is? Do y'all know what that is? We're going to talk about that today. Let me plug my phone in. Hey, Miss Polk. How are you? How are you? I like my NASA shirt. Y'all know I'm from Houston, Texas. So, we like space shit, horses, and cattle, longhorn, bulls, and BBC. Barbecue and BBC. BBQ and BBC. Ah, hey, Girl Down Podcast. Mother Brianna. Hey, Kay. How are you? Yes, 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 yes. We are. I am feeling good. I have had a really good break, vacation. Um, the nonprofit stopped working on the 16th. That was the last week for us to be working, and we don't go back to this Monday coming up. Um, and of course, y'all know I went to Egypt, and I really have not been working very, very intentionally on not working on anything and just relaxing and enjoying my time off to just do nothing but eat, exercise, watch shows, um, do too much damn spending. I did spend a little too much in December. A little too much where I'm like, what, huh? Who you think you are? All right, baby. My credit cards are stretched, baby. Ooh, I was able to pay my rent. I was able to pay everybody who works for me. I was able to do a lot of things, but honey, the bank account is looking like with the trip, and it's looking like, honey, baby, you need some speaking gigs. You need a part-time job, Miss Thing. You need some work, honey. You need another job, honey. But yeah, but I'll make up for it somewhere. So that's what's been going on with me. What's been going on with y'all? What has been What have y'all life been like? How was your new year? Happy New Year. This is the first live of the new year. Is it the first live of the new year? I think so. Isn't it? Happy New Year. I think. Y'all quiet. Make sure you have thumbs up as you come in. Let me see. Mm, 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 mm. I did this hashtag, not this hashtag. I did this little thing. You know how people post stuff on like Facebook, moving it to Atlanta. So why Atlanta of all places? I'm glad you said that because that's what I was about to talk about. I did this little post about my favorite cities in the United States. Life has been okay, but this week has been trying. um, where I shared my favorite cities, and in United States, my favorite cities. The cities I dislike is Detroit. I really, 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 really rarely meet good people from Detroit. Not saying they don't exist. I'm just saying across my lifespan, it is very rare that I meet good people from Detroit. And when I went there, it was not fun. The girls was threatening to jump me at the gay club. The trans girls from there. I never get along with trans girls from Detroit. They always try to um they always try to test me. Like I remember this girl from Detroit moved to Indianapolis, and honey, she baby, she was really trying. I was like, bitch, oh, bitch, don't let this, honey, don't let this pretty make you think that I won't twirl. That's the wrong girl. Don't let all of this going on that might give you the impression that I won't twirl you. Do not let that fool you, because I'm not a bitch that thinks I'm too good to get down in the mud with you, baby, and I will. I'm that girl. And honey, she didn't ever try no more. She didn't try it after I told her, baby, we can go ahead and handle this, baby. Let's, honey, show me what them hands do. She didn't want that. But men from Detroit, some of them are cool. Some of them are cool, but yeah, they be on some bullshit. Very nothing but download trades. Oh, definitely. Places that I think are overrated, and I put Atlanta. I just don't have any. There is not a story about Atlanta that I can give y'all that is good, or there's just not a story. There's nothing about Atlanta that I really liked. I did have in college. I had a piece of trade that I really liked from Atlanta. He was cool. He was cool as hell. I really liked him. And we hooked up periodically throughout the rest of my life. Anytime I go to Atlanta, we'll play around. And so it's always fun with him. But other than that, there's nothing about Atlanta that was good. When I was an escort, wasn't no money in Atlanta. The trade all ran through all, you know, they not just ran through by the girls, they ran through by the butch queens. They are just, it's just, no, Atlanta is not for me at all. Um, Cities that I like, New York. I really like New York. New York is a city that I hated back in the day, but it was only when I got friends in New York, when I had black friends, that I started to love New York because they were able to show me the black areas, the black stuff, the black restaurants, the culture of black people in New York, which is amazing. And so I started to love New York once I had friends in New York. But just coming there as a tourist, just and you don't know nobody, I did not live. City never sleeps. It just feels like everybody's so hustle and bustle. This is before I had friends um there. Um Everybody's so hustle and bustle. It's almost like they're just walking robots. It's no kind of personable um engagement. it just, like in the South, it's that kind of, hey, how you doing? And da, 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 da. I didn't feel none of that when I used to come to New York. And so that was very strange for me. And it felt isolating. It felt like lonely. Like you're in this city with all these people, and everybody's around, but you are alone. And you're like, oh, what is going on? You really gotta zone into it's just so let's have fun. And so I didn't really like New York then, but once I got some friends and really got to explore the city and the boroughs, oh my God, I had a blast. I had so much fun. And so I like New York City. Cities that I love, cities that I love. DC. Some of my best fun whole phase music memories happen in DC. Like I have so many amazing memories in DC. It's just I love DC. I love the dudes. I love I just love it. I just have so many good memories in DC. It just was good. Money was always good when I was an escort. Um when I go there, I always meet cool ass dudes. I have fun. It's something to do, hang out. Um, I think the first time I went there was like in 2003 for a Balenciaga ball, and that was fun. It was just a good time. It just was a really, really good time. Cities that I secretly like: Cincinnati and Memphis. If you know, you know. I have never, the whole time I have been, so I used to live in Jackson, Mississippi, and which is like I don't know, 2 hours away from Memphis. I think it's like 2 hours or 3 hours. I don't know. I don't know how far it is from Memphis. But I used to go there when I was in college. I used to go there when I was living in Jackson. I was an escort. I used to go there also when I lived in Indianapolis. Cincinnati was an hour away from Indianapolis, so I used to go there just to get away from Indianapolis and go to places like the Dock. Um, And then when I was escort, it was right an hour away, so you can just go there, get a hotel, and whole new clientele. So for this reason, when I would go there, I don't care. I have never met a dude that I'm getting to know, that I'm trying to hook up with, that I'm, going having fun with. I have never met a dude from Cincinnati or Memphis that had a little dick and didn't like and enjoy to spend money. Didn't have I ain't met one that didn't have money to spend and like to enjoy to spend money on the girl he is engaging with. I have never met one. Now, of course, I know they exist. But in my experience with Memphis and Cincinnati, all the dudes that I talked to from those two cities, they gonna take you out, they gonna spoil you, they gonna buy you stuff, and it ain't gonna be no complaints. It ain't gonna be. It's just they. I don't know if they trained up in a certain way, but they, for me, treated me like a fucking queen. They really just, and this is from clients to regular dudes. Everyone, even the ones that I met in college, they always treated me like a queen. I never have to buy nothing when I'm with them. It just was good. And they all had big dicks. Every single one that I hooked up with. Now, if I ain't the ones that I hooked up with, they all had the right kind of meats. It always was a love session. Memphis and Cincinnati. I love visiting those places. They're always great. And of course, my favorite city of all times is gonna be my home city, my home now, not my hometown, but my home city now, Houston. I love Houston. The reason why I love Houston is for a multitude of reasons. I feel like I grew into an adult here. Yes, I was doing adult shit when I was younger. I had my own place, responsibility wise. But when I really had to grow up and say, hey, you ain't got nobody, So you are plan B, you are plan A, B, and C. So you got to get on your shit. Everything else that you wanted motherfuckers to do, the trauma from your mama, the eh, no, this is about Diamond. You are playing A, B, and C. What are you going to do to make this work? No more excuses. It's on you. Anything you think a motherfucker owe you, you ain't gonna get. So now what? So when I came to Houston, that was my mindset. My mindset was, I'm gonna make this city work for me without anybody, without anybody's help, without nothing. So how you gonna do that? And so here in Houston is where I learned to, you know, just be grown and put your big girl panties on and make it work however you can make it work. Remember, I came here with $57 in my pocket and a download nigga so much extra shit. And so this is where I feel like I grew up in the sense of adulthood. Also, the cost of living is reasonable. People complain about the rent and shit elsewhere. I don't. My rent is cute, comfortable. I know, regard, honey, if anything go down, baby, I can pay my rent with ease, honey. Go on the hostro and turn a couple of tricks, baby. You got it. If times get hard, you can get this rent paid easily. And so cost of living is low. Also, the time to travel to places that I love. Even though I love this to be home, the time for me to get to anywhere I want in the United States is no more than 4 hours. It takes me 3 or 4 hours to get to New York, 3 or 4 hours to get to San Francisco, 2 or 3 hours to get to Atlanta. Because of its location, everywhere in the United States is less than 4 hours when it comes to a flight. And so LA, 3.5 hours, San Diego, Chicago, 2 hours. Everything is just so accessible. And so it's easy for me to travel, and the cost to travel to these various locations is usually reasonable. And so what else? Also, if you live in Houston, you can have an isolated life and you can have a turn up life. This city is created in a way where you can do both of those. Where if what however you want it. If you want to be lonesome, not doing nothing, just by yourself, solitude, you can be in that. You can be that. The city is so widespread, you can find you a little spot and not talk to anybody and not be with, you know what I'm saying? You can be that kind of low key motherfucker. But if you want to turn up, and you want to always you the type of person that always want to go out, that always want to go to the bar, that always want to go to the club, that always want to go to an event, that always want, you can be that person too, because there is always something going on in Houston. Always. It is always. The malls are already, every fucking weekend you're gonna see a celebrity or a sports player in the mall. Every fuck a rapper or somebody is always gonna be in Houston at some time. Some type of celebrity. I done ran into so many celebrities in the mall, just working there in retail, but also just walking around. You just see them walking around like it's nothing. And it's not, unless it's somebody like Beyonce, but and motherfuckers ain't kind of, they're not shutting down the mall. Like, you see a celebrity, because it's so common, it ain't it's not like pandemonium. Do you feel what I'm saying? Maybe like Beyonce or something. But what celebrities did I see? Almost all the rappers, like tons of rappers. Who do I see on a regular basis? Because they live here, I see Bun B a lot. But I love Bun B. First of all, I love Bun B as a person. He is a gentleman. He is such a, like, um you know how you can tell when a boy has been raised by like a really southern respectability woman, like maybe their grandmother or their mother is like a church woman or something, and they raise their son to act a certain way. He is like that. Like, you can tell that he either was raised by his grandmother or raised by one of those type of women, because he is a very respectful gentleman in engaging with you. So he used to come in Bath and Body Works all the time. And so he was one of the ones that I met all the time. But I've met Slim Thug, I've met Paul, all the ones from here. I met them most of, a lot of times. I've met Lil Wayne. I've met I've seen Megan Thee Stallion. I haven't I haven't talked to her, but I've seen her. And this is before she was famous. Like she was rapping and famous here in Houston, but she wasn't who she is now. Um I've met who else? Who are other celebrities? Oh, y'all know Kim Burrell is from here. Not that that's amazing, but Kim Burrell is from here, so I see her all the time. Yolanda Adams, Yolanda Adams is from here, so I see her all the time. I've never seen Tammy Roman, but Yolanda Adams lives here. Um, Kurt Franklin, short little self. See him here all the time. I don't know if he's from here. Is he from here? I don't know. Um, a lot of YouTubers are in this area. Um, the dude, who's his name? I can't. A lot of YouTubers are from here. Um, Evelyn of the internet, she from here. Well, I think she lives in Austin, but she be here all the time. Fort Worth, my hometown. Gotcha. Yeah, I knew he was from Texas, but I wasn't for sure if it was Houston. A lot of YouTubers are from here. TC Codwell, um, Quay, Kiki, TT, not Quay, um, not Quay, TT. Y'all know the one with the green hair, pink lipstick, the comedian dressed up like a girl named TT. Um, Blame It on Quay. I think that's his name. He's from here. Connor Boy Bryant is from here. TC Caldwell, he's a straight comedian. He's from here. Um, who else? Who else? Who else? There's a bunch of them that you see a lot. There's a lot of them. Is B Simone from Houston? I didn't know she was from Houston. Soft Life for me is lounging around in robes. We ain't to that conversation yet. Um, um, who else? Anyway, he's not from exactly here, but he's from like this small town outside of here. Team Jamar, yeah. What's his name? The sexy new superstar. Jonathan Majors, he's from Texas. And Jamie Foxx is from Texas. I see him all around. Tim Bay is from here. Yeah, it's a bunch of like YouTube girls. All the girl, she's a black girl. Something about Hoochie Mama or Hoochie Mama. Something about Hoochies. I don't know. She's real popular. Her videos be going viral all the time. She's from here. Just a bunch of people from here. Miss Sophia. I thought she was from Atlanta, but if she's from Texas, cool. Ian, Iana? Who is Iana? I don't know her. Yeah, it's a bunch of people from here. You seen any of the Destiny's Child children? Yes, I see Latoya all the time. Latoya is all. I just seen her at the mall probably like 2 weeks ago. She's very down to earth. She's very cool and regular. Miss Sophia is from Houston. That's what's up. Yeah, I didn't. I thought she was from Atlanta. Didn't know she was from Houston. Um, but yeah, Latoya. I never seen the other girls. Um, yeah, I see Latoya all the time. Latoya be in the mall, in the Louis store all the time, or in Sephora all the time. Um, she be fly as hell too. She be fly and she cool. But that's about it. Mm. But yeah, so Miss Polk, why you pick Atlanta of all places? Why Atlanta? Ugh. Did you have fun in Atlanta? Now if you went and you just had a blast, I could see that. Like if that's your type of city and you went and you know people and all that kind of stuff, it might be cool, but I just ain't never. I just ain't never. I just ain't never had a good time in Atlanta like that. I just couldn't live there. I just ain't never had a good time in Atlanta. I just never have. I had events there that was cool, but living there, child, mm-mm. Yeah, Miss Pocahontas says she's moving to Atlanta. Atlanta always give me scammer because that's what the T is. Miss Pocahontas, yeah. She said, "Where would y'all suggest? Everyone from Arkansas going there. I'm trying to see these. I'm not trying to see these same motherfuckers. Um, I don't know. It wouldn't be no Atlanta for me. It wouldn't be no Atlanta. Um, you from Arkansas? Uh, Dallas? I could live in Dallas. Um, I feel like if I say Houston, that's just because I'm biased, but I love Houston. Anybody who be trying to move to Houston, I'd be like, come on, come through. Don't be trying to hang out with me because I don't be hanging out like that. I'll come out every blue moon. But if you want a place that you're gonna have a good time, that's gonna cost your cost of living gonna be low. Come on, baby girl, come on through. Dallas, I like Dallas. Dallas is not bad. I don't like it more than Houston, but I like Dallas. DFW, yeah. DFW is cool. Um, I can't say that the Dallas men. I'm always treated well by the Dallas men. Yeah, I'm always the Dallas men always treat me really well. You give in the house, girl. I do because I travel so much. When I'm home, I want to be home. I travel more than the average girl, and so, and so because that's the case, when I'm home, child, I be wanting to be in the house chilling. I heard everyone is attractive in Houston. Ooh, Lord. I have to say this. When I first I thought this is maybe a weird statement. I don't know. Whatever. There's no science behind this. There is no um this is just how my brain thinks about it. I feel like because when you from a certain place, the genetic pool is similar to yours. I don't want it ain't like everybody is your cousin or your brother. But because most people don't move out of the same area. So it feels like the genetic pool seem real similar. And so when I visit other places, the genetic pool is different. So it just seems like their men look different. Like when I go to Philly, it feels like Philly men just look different in a way that I love. Um, and in the up north, that because it's mixed with all that kind of Puerto Rican and um um Dominican and all these kind of mixy stuff, I feel like there's a lot of cute, like light skinned boys. And anybody who know me know that's not really my cup of tea. When you come to the South, the chocolate boys, whoo, it is just something different about the chocolate boys down here for me. It is something different about dark skinned men down here. Look, they just look different. Like they're bred in a way that look different. And so when I came down here and I saw when even not just here in Houston, but in when I first moved to Mississippi, when I first moved to Houston and New Orleans. Now New Orleans got some weird ass light skinned boys too. They got some because of that the history of Creole shit, it be some weird looking light skinned boys. So if you like that type of, mixy looking boys in the South, go to like Miami, go to like New Orleans. It's gonna be and here, even in Houston, you can kind of get that mixy um because of the Latina influence. You're gonna have a lot of Latina and black people here, so you can get that kind of mixed Latina and black Afro Latina type of look. Not my speed, but back to the chocolates. Because of how whatever the depth of genes, the dark skin men be, woo, they be on it. And I be trying to eat everyone up. Every single one of them up. Nom, 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 nom. So when I came down here, the men, it was just something that it didn't you from the random gas station dude to just a dude walking down the street to the dude at the nail shop to the grocery, the bagger at the fucking Kroger. It just felt like I was around nothing but models. Like it just because I wasn't used to this gene pool, it made me feel like it was like I ain't never seen no dudes like this. So I was when I first came to Houston, I was eating it up. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. They are more rugged. I think if you talk rugged is gonna be those kind of those country boys, the people like in the country areas. But also another thing about Houston that people may not realize, we have the highest population of Nigerians. So if you like African boys, I like African boys. So it's just they just hit different in Houston. If it depends on what your type of people is. And so and so um we also have the highest population of Vietnamese. So if you into that. um yeah, the men are very attractive, darlings. Very, very, very attractive. But there are tons of clean cut fly ass dudes in Houston. Like in the city, you gon' motherfuckers like to be fly. So it ain't gonna be too rugged. Like if you get to go to the hood or something, you might catch them kind of street hood niggas. But where I be going, it be nothing but fly niggas. They ain't be rugged. They be fly. Clean and fly. Clean as board of hell. But yes, there's always something going on in Houston. I love it here. Yes, I'm so glad you moved here. And the food in Houston is bomb. First of all, the food in Houston is bomb. It look. I go other places and be like, it's cool. My food in my city is fucking bomb. Yes. Most black people I've met from Texas, period, are very attractive men and women. Know some beautiful women. What you are saying is true. You have a certain kind of swag here in the South. That too, it is a certain kind of swag. The accents, the do I have do to people who are not from the South, when y'all hear me talk, do I sound like I have a Southern accent? Because which is crazy to me, when I'm in the South, people say I talk like I'm from up north. But when I'm up north, people say I talk like I'm from the South. And that's very Midwest. Your accent is a mix. And I always tell people that. I'm like, I'm actually from the Midwest. So usually people from the South think I don't talk South. And then it's usually people from the North say I don't talk like I'm from the North. No accent to me, which I don't know if that's a good thing. You don't have a Southern accent. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. The people are chill. Let's make sure I was reading it right. Very country. I'm very country to you, Kay. Rich as in hardcore Trey. Come on, Rich. Rich mean when people say I don't know how y'all using it, but you know, I'm getting hit from the back and Trey rich around to grab my piece. that's that's how I would interpret that. Rich around. Baby, you gonna rich around and do that? Your accent is mixed of north and south. LOL. Don't have an accent. You won't have the draw like we have. LOL. Your words don't drag like a true southerner. Yes, it definitely is a mix. No accent to me. Something you say got a little twang to it. Don't. Some things. People tell me I sound country and I'm born and raised in Miami. Y'all do sound country. Southern country. Baby, Florida boys. If you black, Florida black boys be having a country ass accent. I always get pegged for New Jersey when I travel. LOL, rich around is too funny in country. Rich, wretched. Oh, like ratchet. Ratchet boys. I'm from Daytona and Miami dudes have an accent to me. Very distinct. Miami boys. I dated a Miami boy for 3 years and he definitely had a accent. But what's crazy is now when I hear boys from my hometown, they used to not have an accent to me, and now they do. So I can tell my ears are changing because when I hear boys from my hometown city, I can hear their accent. Usually you can't hear it from people where you from because you're so used to it and that's what it is. But I'm hearing an accent from boys from Indianapolis. Like I can, like when my little brother gets on the phone and talk to me, not my youngest brother, but the middle one, I hear Indianapolis accent to him. Or when I get on the phone with my trade from high school, I can hear. I'm like, oh my god, you sound like an Indianapolis boy. That's crazy. Being from New Orleans, actually, New Orleans is one of my favorite men's accents to hear. Anything, anything from really anything from Georgia to Texas, any accent there, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, anything country turns turn me on. Like that kind of southern act, that kind of rural southern accent just turns me on. I love all of that. That's my shit. Being from New Orleans, I used to hate country accents. Now I love them. Some of them. Yes, I love city New Orleans accent, like city. I don't really necessarily like the like rural New Orleans accent, but they kind of weird, that kind of Cajun weird accent. Swampy. I call it a swampy New Orleans. But the city New Orleans, like if you're from the ninth ward, if you're from those wards, um, if you're from those areas, I like that kind of that accent. I love New Orleans accent. Hey Marissa. But yeah, something about an Alabama boy accent that turned me on. I prefer up north accent. Yeah. Mm-mm. Dudes from dudes from Chicago. I used to be able to hear an accent from dudes from Chicago, but I can't hear it anymore. Um, I think that's because I'm a Midwestern. Um, St. Louis was a little bit country. Now it's getting kind of real normal to me. But Chicago, St. Louis, anything in that kind of Midwest don't really stand out as an accent. Philly boys, they do have an accent. I don't like New York boys. Chicago accents are they do have a it's a something. There is something, especially to people from East Coast. So people from the East Coast, yes. But people from the South, no. um, yeah. Anyway, we done been on this topic for a minute. Let's talk about the soft life, y'all, because I want to get on the subject because it's been too long. All right. So the soft life, this if you follow the hashtag soft life, the soft life or soft life hashtag, it started kind of it circulated like in the Nigerian women's community, and kind of because of the diaspora of people, it kind of just blended all it starts to blend together with African Americans, women, and then because black women make the trends. Especially black queer women make the trends. They the men is gonna follow suit, the queer men is gonna follow suit, the straight men go follow suit. And so there is this soft life thing happening. And the whole point of the soft life is to it kind of bucks up against the strong black woman narrative. Um, that we gotta be strong, we gotta be ride or die, we gotta be got to be toughing it out and living a hard ass life, and got to be frugal. And so there's a lot of videos of girls kind of doing fun, happy, relaxing stuff. So you see them cocktailing, doing brunch, sipping wine on a boat, soft, feminine things, soft things. And we say I use feminine very loosely. Um, um, Things that are relaxing, things that are that we may interpret as soft. And so I wanted to ask the trans people, what does or queer people, but particularly trans people, because I do what I do for trans people, queer people in general, but I'm gonna hone in on the folks. And so, what does a soft life look like for us? We don't make a lot of money. Average. The statistics say the average amount of money that trans people make is like 15,000 a year, which is really really low. um. So what does a soft life look like for y'all? Like, is it important? Do y'all feel like y'all life is hard? We are bombarded with a bunch of hard images. We are bombarded with a lot of barriers. We are bombarded with a lot of isolation. You know, um, those things can be really, really harsh. So, what does the soft life look? How what does it look like for us? How does it manifest for us in our lives? So for me, recently I have made a decision to create a new tradition in my own personal life because my mom has passed away. Um, there is no home to go to. Where my mother is was what I considered home. Okay. And so other than my own home, but when going home meant I'm going to my wherever my mother is. That could be if she's in New Orleans, I'm going to New Orleans. If she's in Indianapolis, I'm going to Indianapolis because those Mississippi, I'm going to Mississippi because that's where my mother would be. Mississippi, Indianapolis, or New Orleans, with my aunt Georgia. So wherever she lived, that was going home for me, going home, because that's my mother was my home. Try not to get emotional here. So yes, my mother was my home, and so there's no substitute for that. And so I wanted to create my own tradition. And so my tradition is going to be and has been for the past 2 years is that I wanted to travel for the holidays, for Christmas in particular. Um, because that is when, you know, everything kind of shut down, work and all that kind of stuff is shut down. And your life you it's easier. It can be a little bit pricey because it's the holiday season, but it's easier to do stuff because there's not a lot of work going on because everybody else is off. Um, Lord, I exactly feel mom is where home. I feel so alone when she's gone. Yeah. So that's the truth. And so yeah, so I could what I have been invited to, is to like my brother. I have two little brothers. I have one that y'all know I have been estranged with because he was transphobic for a long time. But then, when my mother passed, we kind of buried the half buried the hatchet. He apologized, and we have been trying to build our relationship, and it's been going really, really well. And then my little brother, who I helped raise, he's just a great man. Um, he has his own family. They both have children. My little brother in April just had another son. Um, and so he has two sons by the same baby mama. And they're not together. Well, I don't know if they're together. I don't want to say they're not together when I don't really know their status, but they're not married. And they kind of in this process of deciding if they're going to be together. And so, And so they're building their family tradition. This is his baby mama, so she's gonna be in his life. But the extent of that, I think they are together now, but they're not married. Anyway, so they're building their family and deciding, they're deciding where they are gonna have their Thanksgiving, their Christmas, all that kind of stuff. Then my other brother lives with his wife. They just announced that they have another baby on the way. He has a one son by her, but he has two outside of children that he had before he married her. Before he I don't want to say before he met her because he been knowing her since high school. They've been kind of high school sweet. I don't want to say high school sweethearts. But they knew each other in high school. He was being a whore, so she was kind of ignoring him. But then when he got his life together, they reconnected and they got married. And so and now they have a child and somebody on the way. So they got a house, they had starting their own family. And both of my brothers has invited me to, come be a part of their holiday festivities, but I have declined because I want to create that's not what I want to read. I don't what I want to get into. I want to create a whole new tradition for myself, which is aligned with this kind of soft life. I want to be able to travel. I want to lay on a beach. I want to not necessarily a beach, but a lot of times a beach. I want to go somewhere that I've never been. I want to travel and learn about other cultures. I want to live in for a week or so, live in luxury and live in a way where I'm just doing something fabulous for myself. And so, week before this past Christmas, I went to Cancun, which was dope as fuck. I went with two of my homegirls, and then this past Christmas, Egypt. And so that's what I want to do every year. I want to go somewhere, and that is my soft life. That is my new tradition. That is me trying to decompress, be definitely it has to be someplace that I've never been. It has to be someplace that the dollar is worth more than more than the local money so that I can live like I'm rich. um yes, it has to be someplace that you know the dollar is worth some coins. um I think I don't think we have the same that's not true. I don't know how do I say this? I think as a trans woman, growing up, I know these stereotypes of Black women exist, but because I'm not supposed to be a Black woman to the outside community, I could, there is part of me that was aligning with Black womanhood, and part of me was like, this is the type of Black woman that I want to be. I don't know what this shit y'all talking about, but this is how I want to be. And so it's like this simultaneous living along the cis heteronormativity, but also creating my own way of how I want to be a Black woman. Okay. And as I got older, I realized that other cisgender Black women was doing that as well. Because there's so many negative narratives about us, you gotta create your own way. You gotta create how you want to show up in the world. And that's gonna look a certain way for you as a Black woman, and different for this certain Black woman. And it's like this matrix of how much of that shit you want to conform to, right? So how much is respectability politics gonna play a part in my decision? How much is my religion? Like if I'm a Black woman and I grew up in the Kojic church, how much is that gonna play how I show up in the world? If I'm not, if I'm a Pan-African, all of these things, all of these kind of small little silos of that inform how a woman should be, or a man, if you're a man in the conversation listening, informing how your manhood should be. But I'm just gonna, because I'm a woman, I'm gonna speak from a woman, but flip it on your ass if you you know what I'm talking about. So these little silos inform how you supposed to show up to the world. And it's not just, about bucking up white supremacy, but it's also bucking up against white supremacy. It's also bucking up against patriarchy too. And so in that case, and classism, because a lot of times when we see soft life, it's a class critique that I have too, because it's like I said, I want to go and live in luxury. And so so a lot of times the soft life includes these things that cost money and that poor people don't have access to, or somebody, not necessarily poor, but somebody who doesn't have a lot of money may not have access to. Those the kind of classy upscale restaurants, all of that stuff is kind of rooted in white supremacy. So there is a classist thing that happens in the soft life narrative. So I'm not blind to that. But anyway, how we show up in the world is going to be affected by whatever silos that our philosophy, our own life, our own beliefs, our own morals, our own identity, how that shows up in how we present ourselves to the world. Those silos inform it, and it gives you a different look. Are you gonna be that natural girl? Are you gonna be the girl that always get a relaxer because you just can't deal with the the natural look? Are you gonna be the girl that is Banji? You're gonna have the long nails with the stones on them, and are you gonna be that girl? Are you gonna try to code switch and change that? How your womanhood is showing up, and what is considered soft to you? Because, for example, if some girl come in with those long nails, rhinestoned up, blah 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 blah, to her, that is her expressing her femininity. She coming in with the blue hair, the burgundy hair, all the whatever that stereotype of ghetto Black girl. She's coming in, but that's her femininity. But somebody looking at her with a different idea of what soft is, that could be hard. You running around in this blue hair and all them nails, that could be hard to them, but to her, that is her softness. That is my nail. That's how I'm showing up as a woman. And this is what my womanhood looks like. This is what my femininity looks like. This is what my world has informed is considered feminine and soft. And I keep using feminine and soft interchangeably. But it's I shouldn't be doing that because there is a masculine soft as well, and so just flip it for yourself or your experience of what I'm talking about. And so I've always felt like when I was there's a type of girl in that I'm coming to learn that all of us had in us. I don't want to say all of us. A lot of us had in us that we didn't know. So there is an alternative girl. People that really inhabited it growing up as an image would be like a Khalees. Um, if y'all can name them, if y'all know, so whatever an alternative black girl look like, these are the black girls that are usually artsy, even like a Erica Badu, even like a Jill Scott. They're usually like artsy, and they're doing something which would be considered outside of the box, but still within the box. Like it almost feels like it's within the box. I feel like there's always a Janelle Monae is one of them, especially early on. I feel like those girls gave an alternative to the status quo, but it just became another genre of another type. And in my mind, there were harder versions of it, and there were softer versions of that alternative girl. And so in my brain, as a girl coming up, I felt like I was creating that space for myself. That wasn't the stereotypical black girl. But then as I got older, I realized a lot of us is queer like that. Not queer as in sexuality queer, but queer as in we gotta be able to be free like that. We gotta be able to be free because so many of because we don't fit so many of the cliche fashion beauty standards of the world. So what soft looks like to us, and we talked about this on Marsha's Plate this week on the episode Me and Jay talked about this. What the soft life looks like for us has always been different. And it's always been different in that because we didn't fit in the cliche norms, we had to create it for ourselves. So what it looks like and how it's performed has always been different. Has always been different. So that's for me. It as a as a trans woman, I had to learn that because I was too busy in my early life trying to blend in, trying to be look normal, look like the normal everyday girl. And it as if you watch my style as I got older, I kind of get out of that. I wanted to look more alternative. I think it involves whatever a person believes indulgence or luxurious to them. Um, yes, definitely. And so for me, what it looks like is traveling. Um, but there is a certain look as well in how I want to present to the world as well. There is a look, a softer look, a soft life look as well. Fifi Dodson, I don't know who that is. I know Grace Jones, of course. Um, but it was always hard. It has always been my point was it has always been a struggle for me to find what a soft life looks like for us because I'm constantly bombarded with these barriers to get to luxury, to get to indulgent, to get to there's always a guilt around indulgence, there's always a guilt around luxury, especially somebody with a bunch of forms of income that works in nonprofit, because it looks, you get what I'm saying, like most of my money comes from come from internet social media stuff. And so my and the other half is nonprofit working, you know, part-time for them. And so in that space, how do you enjoy luxury without feeling like, am I becoming a part of the elite? But I never feel that way because I don't be having millions in my account. I don't make 100. I don't make six figures. I don't make none of that. I've only made six figures once in my life, and that was in 1999, not 1999, 2019. And that's because I got multiple deals like Spotify, for the podcast. Everything added up to where I had worked for Bath and Body Works, I had worked tons of nonprofit, I had speaking gigs, and I got contracts with a bunch of people all in 1 year. And so it added up to six figures. But I ain't made it since then. And I don't have kids. I don't have any vices. I don't have any I don't do drugs. I don't have anything that kind of just snatches my money like somebody may have. Like I ain't got no kids, so I ain't got no daycare. I ain't got no I refuse to pay a lot to my student loan people because I don't know if they gonna forgive them or not. So I only pay them enough to get them out of default. The ones that I still got to pay because there's some that haven't been stopped. Um, who else? Yeah, so I'm always I'm always having enough money to do fun shit that aligns with the soft life that I want to live. I saved so much money when I got rid of my car. That too. I ain't got no car note. I ain't got no car note. I think that does save coins. I've been making a list of travel places too, starting with Singapore at the end of the year. Amen. Why Singapore? Um, so what does soft life look like for y'all? We were talking about this soft life black man movement too. Like if you're a black man, what does that look like for you? Like they also are doing it to buck up against the ideas of toxic masculinity. And so what does a soft life look like for y'all as a man? Like what does it, and please don't say cooking and cleaning. It should be deeper than that. But what does it look like? Yeah, they can kick rocks on those student loans. Amen. But honey, I keep them just enough. I paid enough to get them out of keep them out of default. Soft life look like travel, spa, and luxury restaurants. Also nice clothing, not niche clothing. Sorry, nice clothing. I agree. Now, all of these things sounds like capitalism. All of these things like rich people shit. Nice robes, karaoke with friends, nice baths. Okay, that's nice. My favorite robes, listen, I'm glad you brought up robes. My favorite robes are men's robes. When I there is this I don't know what they are, but they sell them on Amazon. these big and tall men's robes. They like velour. I have a royal blue one. It got a hood. It's like that towel kind of, not velour. It's that towel kind of robe. It is big. It covers my whole body. It got a hood. I got a maroon one and a royal blue one. Oh, it's so fire. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. It's so big. It's so soft. It's so plush. And it's a men's robe. Terry cloth, yes. Whatever that, ooh, it's so good. It got a hood. I feel like, honey, Palpatine. I feel like Senator Palpatine, baby. It's so cute. The soft light discussion online seems to always turn into classism and elitism. Yes, always. It's going to always turn into that because to do luxury, what we consider luxury things, you have to have money to go to the spa. A lot of poor people don't have extra coins just sitting around for you to travel across the world, for you to go to the spa, for you to go to waste money on things that just for the pleasure of them. And there is the people who do have a little bit of extra money that might, you know, that might want to try some things out. They feel it comes with a guilt. Like, ooh, if I want this, like this candle, do I need to spend that? Would it be better for me to spend my? Do I have another place that I can spend it on? There comes with a guilt about doing these kind of what because people will act like that they are unnecessary. I watched a TikTok where a woman said specialized therapy and full health care was soft life because it signifies something beyond survival. I don't know if that's right. There is a comfort. So I've been out here without no health care um for a long time. Not right now right now it's a whole different situation. But when I was able to go to the doctor and get all my tests done and make sure I was a good bill of health. It was a relaxed. It was something off your shoulders. It really was something off my shoulders when I was thinking about having the insurance. It was something. It was like, oh my god, I know because I went to the doctor. I know my health is good. I know what I need to work on. That's not like for me. I was not diabetic. I was on the verge of that kind of. Ooh, you watch out. You're gonna get hypertension, child. um, I didn't have any high blood pressure. I was cool. So all the stuff I had worried about was a problem or could have been a problem. Cancer. I remember I had got my first mammogram. And so as somebody who got silicone child, I was like, ooh, is there some cancer in there? It was because I remember I had these pains in my fucking in my chest. And I was like, oh, is that cancer? What's because I have cancer in my family. And so I was like, ooh, what is going on? And so went and got my mammograms, and the lady was like, "No, you good. You need to get a better bra, sweetie. Your titties hurt because your bra don't fit." She was like, "Honey, you are a F, bitch. You running around in double D's bras, girl. You a F. Get a F." And so I went to the place and got fitted for a bra and changed my whole motherfucking life. But I thought there was the only bra that was having me sit up like I wanted to sit up. And so my me shifting my bra Change. Why my titties was fucking hurting. Affording myself extra rest and purposefully not operating from a space of scarcity for me. Oh, that's another thing. Being able to have my bills on auto pay. I ain't never had my bills on auto pay. But being able to have my bills on auto pay, soft life. Soft life. Not having to choose which one I'm gonna pay when. I gotta pay this on the first, and I wait till the 10th to pay this, and then I wait till the 20th to pay this. Not having to do that, soft life. Soft life, soft, charming, soft life. For me, it's doing more for myself and not feeling guilty for saying no. Do y'all have an issue with saying no? I know a lot of people do. I don't. Ooh, I don't know. It's something that I learned really, really early on. I learned really early in my life that pressure to say yes was not reciprocated, and I stopped doing it. There was when I was younger, I don't want to say I was a yes person, but because I wanted to be liked by people, I would say yes. I would say yes to some of the shit that I didn't want to do just to be liked. But I learned really early that yes pressure was not in other people. That pressure was not on other people. Hmm. That pressure that I had to say yes, they didn't have that pressure to say yes to me. And so once I realized that, bitch, no. And you know what else I practice? Saying no and not explaining after you say no. Practice that. Cause that is how you know you're getting somewhere. Just say no. Don't explain. Don't say, no, I just ain't got it because I had to pay my rent this month. Oh no, I just ain't got it. Oh no, I just don't want to go because I got something to do in the morning. Say no without explaining. No, I don't want to do that. No, I don't have it. No. No. That's some good practice. Say no without explaining. When you get to there, mastering no. Because explaining still gives you the kind of it sets you up to have to lie to a motherfucker or give a bullshit excuse. When I learned how to say no, my life changed. Yes, no. Thank you, Andrea. I saw a guy wearing his plants. What are you talking about, Ray? What does that mean? Wearing his plants just because? Soft life equals self care. No matter how small or big the effort is different for everyone. It's whatever brings us peace and joy. Come on, Jay. I think that's a beautiful. What does self care look like for you, Jay? I don't have an issue saying no to anyone, but my mama and my sister. Everybody else, no, nah, no, all day. Oh, baby, I used to tell my mom no all the time. My mama stopped asking me for shit, but my mama was a user, so it got to a point where I had to be like, girl, no, no, you's not about to use me. I thought they meant watering. They did say wearing. Did they say watering? Oh, okay. I must not have read that right. Watering his plants. I'm sorry. It's like a glare, and I couldn't see it. It looked like it said where. Soft life watering plants. If you have plants, yeah, I think that could be. I don't know. That gets in that realm of with men, especially men. When they get to only thing they get to showing us with men, if when you start showing soft life and everything you're doing is cooking, cleaning, and doing some shit like that, I'm like, it got to be more because that's I let the plant slide because that's not an everyday thing. Excuse me. Mhm. I need to take one of these. I'm trying to get. Let me give me some water. Praise the Lord. I thought I was gonna get some water, but I made me a quick drink. Mint leaves, lemon, pineapple, and rum. Yum. Let me see what I missed. Okay. I say no so much you think I'm singing Destiny Child. You be saying no, 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 no. When it should be yes, 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 yes. No, 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 no. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I see nothing but basic house duties for the soft life man. Yeah, I feel like it has to be more. That's why I was asking Jay. I was asking Jay that on the show, and he wasn't giving me a sufficient enough answer. What for a man? What does the soft life look like outside of cooking, cleaning, washing your tails? I can take plants because everybody doesn't have plants, and you got to really sit down and think about plants, like how how plants work, and they're different, and so I see that. Cheers! I'm having a vodka soda. Yay! Cheers! Um, Things coming for me is taking care of my health, showering good, shower gels, good books. What are some good shower gels that you like? Good books, tea. I've been trying to get into tea, like different forms of tea. I love tea, but I've been trying to get into different teas because I think drinking tea feels. I don't know if it's its association with Europe maybe has creeped into my psyche that tea feels classy. There might be some European slick shit going on in mine. This Delta 9 is giving me very much soft life right now. Delta 9. Delta 9, is that like a gummy? Ain't Delta 8 gummy? What's the Delta 9? Is that a special? Is that a gummy? I like gummies. Gummies are fun, but they make me sleepy. That's the sleep life. The knocked out in the bed life for me. Gummies kind of make me sleepy. I gotta take like a half or something. Do you go or order from Tavana? We have a store. Are they closed? They might be closed. We used to have a Tavana store. Um, Asians have the best tea culture. I think they do. I think you're right. The British be acting like they got the best tea culture, but I think the Asians, they teas be hit. Girl, it's a moon rock. It's a moon rock. First time trying it. They just opened the shop next to my Chinese. I don't know what a moon rock is. You gotta put me up on game. What is that? That sounds like um some crystals. Like, is it something you eat or is it something? Is it a crystal? I got some crystals. I always got some crystals by me. My rose quartz. It looks like a fuzzy weed nugget. Yeah, I have my rose quartz that is so pretty. So cute. Then I have this. I can't remember what this is called, but it is so cute. And I have this. Let me go get my box. I love the clear quartz with includes rose quartz. It's pretty. I love amethyst too. For me, it's buying Bath and Body Works when there's not a sale and not having a coupon. Oh, there's always a coupon. Just gonna ask for it. I hope you're doing all right. I am doing great, Tanya. Oh my God, you must be high as hell. Delta 9 comes in flower version too. I am confused about what y'all talking about. What is Delta 9? Is it a gummy? Is it something you ingest? Is it like Delta 8 that they put in gummies? What is Delta 9? Because she said it's a moon rock, but a moon rock don't sound like something you eat. It's weed. Oh, okay. It's a type of weed. It's a strand of weed. I'm not a weed head, y'all, so I don't know. Yeah, it's a cannabis gummy. Okay. Okay, gotcha. I'm like, what? What is a fucking Delta 9? When she said moon rock, I'm like, moon rock? You don't eat them. These are rocks. Is it crystals? So we not legal in Georgia. So you got to have the Deltas, the Delta 8s. Let me show y'all what I bought. My charger almost killed me. First, I bought this pretty ass box. So first of all, look at this box. Super, super cute. Pretty ass damn box. I love this box. But I went into this store and they had, first of all, I like big gaudy ass jewelry. And so these are not jewelry. They are napkin holders that I am going to wear as jewelry. But when you said moon rock, look at this. Isn't that cute? And you can put it on 2 fingers and wear it. It's big as hell, but I like that. In a picture, it'll be cute. It's big as hell. Amethyst. Isn't that cute? These are meant to be, they were made to be napkin holders for events. But this store that's by my house, they have because it's after Christmas, everything they didn't sell, they have on sale for like 75% off, 50% off. And I went in there, I was like, oh, these are fire ass. These would be fire ass little gaudy ass rings. But I love that. That is so cute to me. It is so cute. So there's one. And they were super cheap. This is one. It's a blue. It matched my fingernails. You see that? It's a cute little ring. It just goes on 2 hands like that. Isn't that cute? That's so cute. Hi, girl. I thought that was so cute. So I have that. That's the blue one. And then I have a white one, which I think is cute too. Yes, girl. Hi. Isn't it cute? So I have that one. And these are the last two. So this one, I think this is dope as shit. This is my favorite. Let me show you my second favorite. I'm gonna save my favorite for last. So this one, because I got big ass fucking fingers, I can't put it on the middle like the other ones. But look at this one. They don't move. They move a little bit, but they don't shake like the other ones do. I love that. So this is my favorite. The amethyst one is like my second favorite, but this one is my favorite because I don't know. I just fucking love this one. And it has the clear, and it's this big ass flower. So cute. I fucking love that. Hey. Hey, baby. Hey. Yes, I love these. So I bought them and I thought they were so dope. Them and this box. Because I have a table that I have upholstered blue, the same color as my couch, but I'm gonna reupholster it in this yellow and kind of gold thing. And this is gonna go because my house is like primary colors, dark primary colors like gold, maroon, and royal blue. And so I want the table to be yellow, gold, yellow, and this to be in the middle of it. Because I use boxes like this, and I put it on my living room table because I don't have my tray in my bedroom. I only have my tray in the living room on the couch. I don't bring them to my bed because I don't like smelling men when I go to sleep. So I only have tray in my living room. They don't even go through my whole house. They only go in my living room. And so in the box on the table, I put my lube and my condoms and my toys that I might need for the sex play in the box. And it looks discreet when you got company coming over, when you got people who are not your trade coming over. But you just gotta lift up the box, pull you out a condom, pull you out some lube, pull you out some whatever you need in here that for the hookups. So that's what this box is gonna be for. I love it. Oh, put this on the couch. Wait, I hate people in my room too. Amen. I hate it. I don't like. It's my nose. It's because I don't like to smell men after they leave. Fingernail polish remover, no. Not for your booty hole. Now I'm about to look up napkin rings. I got big fingers, honey. Gotta wear it out. You gotta be creative. I told you, gotta go. We queer shit up in here. Now, my favorite purchase of the week. I don't know how we got on purchases. Oh, we got on purchase because Soft Life and its classes and elitists. So things that I buy myself that just because that makes me feel good. For real, got my own room smell like polo. Exactly. I don't like that. And it's gonna be smell like polo until I wash my sheets. And I don't like washing my sheets. If you want to, I'm one of the people be like, oh, I wash my sheets every week. I am not that girl. I wash my sheets like once a month. Because I feel like I bathe before I get into bed. So, honey, I shouldn't have to wash them sheets every fucking time, every week. I don't do that. I wash my sheets once a month. If that's nasty, bitch, fuck you. You don't sleep in my bed. I do. But look, isn't this so cute? Oh my God. So this, anybody who is a gamer, y'all know this is the classic Nintendo not cartridge, Nintendo controller, right? But what it really ah, is a mint box for when people breath be stanking. It has like Altoids or something in it. And so you can pull it out and be like, here, baby, you might need this for your breath, sweetie. Like, here, baby, swallow one of these before you continue talking to me. A, B, B, up, down, left, right, start on their breath. So this was so cute. I bought this at Bedrock City. So cute. What else? What else? What else I need to show y'all? Oh, these. Let me put these on. These were like $20 at this store called House of Bobbies here in Houston at the Galleria Mall. They got a bunch of little cute little jewelry. The cheat code for the fresh breath, right? I love these. Oh, and I got 3 pair of new glasses. So this is the first one. They got this little empty part right here. The ones that I've been having on this whole episode. Super cute. Boom. Love these. Cute. These. And all of these are like $10, $15. Nothing expensive. Just regular. I think these are super cute. Mm, 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 mm. They're like clear and gold. Mm, 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 mm. These make me feel real 80s. These do too. Now these, I can't wait to find an outfit to rock with these because I love them. They're like neon green. Aren't these cute? They're like $15. And they're clear. They're not prescription. They're just for the look. No. Just a little something. A little look. You put a little look together with it. Mhm. I've been trying to find me some purple glasses so I can, with this hair, so I can look like Chucky from the Rugrats, the fish Chucky. But I haven't found no purple glasses I really, really like. Hmm. Y'all like them? I like them. I think they're really cute. And those are the new things that have been bringing me joy. That have been bringing me euphoria this week. Hey, Elder Joy. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, no, I want to do the black again. Mm. Get you some Sally Jesse Raphael. Some reds. Some reds. I don't have any red clear glasses. I do have some Versace red shades. They're just red. But I don't have any um red clear glasses, and I think it's because they gave me um, Sally Jesse Raphael. Get you some Sally Jesse Raphael. Yeah, I think that's why I don't get them because I never liked her. Alrighty. But anyway, to end this soft life conversation, the soft life, I think we all should be enjoying luxury. That's one thing. I think that and luxury does not mean go out here and spend $1 million. Luxury to me is doing something that some doing having nice experiences for yourself, whatever that may be, that is not your normal, whatever that may be, whether it be travel, whether it be food, whether it be clothes, quality clothes. First of all, quality shit too. So I've been following this. This is kind of pissing me off. I've been following this leather dude. And what he does, he buys designer bags and break them down and examine their quality, and he start talking and he breaks it down, like he scrapes it, sets it on fire, like really breaks down the quality of the bag, proving that you're not paying for quality, you're paying for this name. And one of his highest quality bags when it comes to leather, surprisingly, is Coach. Out of all the ones from Prada, Louis Vuitton, all them other bigger name brands, Coach was the one that had some of the highest quality craftsmanship and quality leather. Coach was one. Coach and what is that one? Bottega. It starts with a B. Bogado, Bottega, whatever it is. I can't remember it. Um, yes, Bottega Veneta. Yes, that them Coach and Bottega has the highest quality leather bags in there. So also look up that shit like that because it kind of pissed me off. Um, very very interesting quality test when it comes to like Doc Martens. He hated the leather in those. There was a lot of cheap workarounds that people that they be doing. Um, where they use good leather on the outside but not good leather on the inside. Um, Shit like that. I thought that was dope. Um, but yes, things that you normally luxury things, whether it be clothes, experiences. I'm more of an experience girl. I eat food. Food is just regular for me, so I don't really. And usually, food that's considered luxury don't be busting to me, and so I don't really like wasting food coins on food because I know where the good food is, and it's usually not the expensive kind of good food. Maybe it might be healthier. I don't know what that means, but luxury food, luxury restaurants don't be busted for me. So I don't be spending my money on luxury restaurants unless it's like a fire ass ambiance. Like me and my homegirl, when we went to the Maldives, we wanted to go to one of the underwater restaurants. They was charging $600 per person. $600 per person. Ain't that much. Ain't that much coins in the world, baby, for me. I was like, oh no, that I ain't spending no six. There's so much money There's so much things I could do with that $600 that that honey, I'm not spending no $600 to get in this restaurant. No. No, I used to live soft life through cologne that it turns into the norm, so I have to find something else. Yes, colognes. When I was younger, that's what it used to be. I'm about to watch them deny this man for the 154th time. Are we talking about the Speaker of the House dude? I think examples of the soft life for men could be hot towel shaves, grooming stuff. Okay, we getting better. I think that's good. That. I think that aligns with like the spa stuff. Yeah, okay. Getting their hands and feet done. I think getting your hands and feet done should be a part of grooming. It shouldn't be a part of soft life. I think that should be a part of your grooming to me. But I think the hot towel shaves, that's something that doesn't necessarily that's not necessary. But I think that could be around that in that spa stuff. But I think men should be getting their hands and feet done on a regular as a norm to me. Luxury. Yeah, I'm more about an experience girl. Me and my brother wants to go to I know y'all seen it on the internet. There's a hotel that has it's like the giraffe hotel where you can eat breakfast and the giraffes are sticking their head through the window and you can feed them. I want to go to that hotel. There's an elephant hotel in Thailand where elephants will wake you up and bring you breakfast. They'll bring you breakfast and eat breakfast with you, and you got food for them, and they got food for you. In um, in Chiang Mai, Thailand, I think. Um, yeah, yes. I don't know where the giraffe hotel is. It's somewhere in Africa, but it might be Nairobi. I'm not for sure. I don't know exactly. They were kind of pricey, so I want them to be on the list, but they can't be quick on the list. Now the one in Thailand that was not pricey at all. That's why I also said earlier a place where a place where you can get where the dollar is worth more than the current currency. The currency exchange is a good currency exchange. You go a place like that, you can really do some luxury shit like to Bali, Thailand, even Egypt. The money exchange was huge, so you can do whatever you wanted to do for a little bit of money. In Europe, not Europe, in Egypt, um, $200 in their money, 200 Egyptian pounds is $8 in our money. I really want to do the Orient Express, but that is crazy expensive for an overnight ride. Is that the one that drives past the Great Wall of China? The Giraffe Manor is dangerous too. I was going for my birthday one year and cancer. Screaming stormed the hotel and started shooting 2 weeks later. Ooh, ooh. I really want to do like I like facials for men. Lord knows most men need them. Anything that's out of the norm for men. I'm trying to think of Like I said on the show, I would love to see videos with men doing things with their homeboys that don't revolve around w- chasing fucking women. Usually when you see boys or men engaging with each other, it's either about sports or about chasing women. Like what do men talk about outside of sports and women and racism? What else do they talk about? Like, is there anything else? I would want to see stuff like that. What to me that what do y'all do? What stuff do y'all do? I like when I see dudes fishing. Bali is getting hella traffic now, but it still makes your corner line. Straight men, sorry. Oh, gay men too, if you want to answer for gay men, but straight men. That's what I was just talking about. According to my straight cousins, nothing. Because usually, if I'm listening to men talk, and their conversations is usually about women or sports. Usually those two, but then sometimes there'll be some kind of woke. The man got me down. Racism conversation. Oh my god! Well, here we go. My earring back keeps falling off. I wonder why that is. Oh, this one's tight as hell. That one's loose. Woo. My barber is straight, and he was talking about nothing. They're powered down until a woman walks by. Um, he was talking about nothing. Yeah, I just would want to see what the tea was. Make sure y'all thumbs up. All right, so what do y'all want to talk about? What else is on your mind? What else? What else has been going on? What y'all been watching? What has been getting y'all interest? Let me see what's trending on Twitter right now. Love after lockup. Damn. Nothing exciting. I was rewatching your Tricks of the Trade earlier this week and I was howling. I love your stories. Thanks. Have you seen the 200 best vocalists list from the Rolling Stones? Any list that doesn't have Celine Dion on it is a bullshit list. So I didn't even go look. I want to see a group of black men start a knitting or crochet group. That's interesting. Wait, it didn't have Celine on it. Apparently not. Somebody told me that Celine Dion wasn't on the list. If you have a 200 best vocals list and Celine is not on it, baby, I can't respect your opinion about vocalists. What was the documentary you were on? I want to watch it. I've been on a few. About what? Oh, Pride to be seen on Hulu. It's on the streaming app Hulu. And if you go on Hulu and search Pride to be seen, you will find that documentary. And I am featured on there. Thank you. You People is coming to Netflix. It's a comedy about interracial couples. What I'm excited about is The Last of Us. Have you played The Last of Us? Are you a gamer? Are you into that game? That game was amazing. So they are coming out with a movie about The Last of Us. And I not about it, but of The Last of Us. And so I want to see that. And I can't wait. That comes out January the 20 something, 21st, or I can't remember exactly when. Okay, Google. What time does The Last of Us come out on HBO?
9 p.m. Eastern Time, according to Variety. HBO's highly anticipated The Last of Us TV series, based on the popular PlayStation video game, will debut on
Oh, the
23
15th.
at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
So
The
8
company
o'clock
confirmed Wednesday.
my time. Rolling Stone was trolling with that list. As a retired troll, I know it's not when I see one. Me and my best friend are excited for The Last of Us. We played through the games together. If you cannot sing the national anthem a cappella, you need not apply for the list. If you cannot sing the national anthem a cappella, you do not need to apply for the list. um, I cannot sing the national anthem a cappella. I'm joking, I can. But it's funny. I'm sorry, but Beyonce was ranked too high for me. I don't know who was ranked for who, but if you're somebody that thinks Beyonce can't sing, I can't respect your opinion. She is not a Whitney Houston. She is not a drug honey stand at the mic. No, she is not going to be a high number on my list. But if you're somebody that thinks Beyonce can't sing, just because you don't like her voice, I think that you don't know anything about music. To me, you cannot like her voice, but saying she can't sing, come on. Who are my top five vocalists? God, who is my top five vocalist? Um, this is difficult. Um, that is difficult. I really have to sit down and work some things out. I gotta write a list and then kind of narrow it down. I ain't really ever done that. But people who are high on the list is gonna be a Rochelle Farrell. It's gonna be a Karen Clark Sheard. It's gonna be a Whitney Houston. It's gonna be a Luther Vandross. It's gonna be um, definitely a Celine Dion. I don't know if she's in my top five, but she's definitely in my top 10. I don't know if she's in my top five, but definitely in my top 10. Um, my cousin Kiki, she's one of I have seen and I've heard her do things with her voice that I have never heard anybody do. Um, and yeah, I just she she is more amazing than people understand, and people think and they understand that the bitch can blow, but there's things that that bitch can do that she just does on a like on a whim. You could be sitting next to her and she'll just do it, and you like, what the fuck was that? How the fuck did you do that? She's just way more amazing. I always blame Kiki can definitely do more than what I have heard from her. Actually, um, she does her base level is that church girl shit she do, but she is just her voice is immaculate. She won't in my life, not just be it just she's one of the best too. Yeah, her, Rochelle Farrell, Whitney Houston, and we're talking about vocalists who can just stand in front of a mic and sing and be entertaining with their voice and can do talented shit with their voice. No smoke and mirrors, no auto tune. Just stand in front of the mic and sing for you and be entertaining on key and deliver a song. Um, yes. So that's a couple of people on the list. Shirley Bassey. I want to say Shirley Bassey is in my top 15, maybe top 10. I really have to write it down because I'm not 100% for sure. Mariah Carey definitely in my top 10. Definitely Brandy, definitely Brandy is either in my top 5 or top 10. She's in that she's in that space where she could be 5, but she could be 6. I'm somebody who loves Brandy's voice. So first of all, as a singer, what I like in singers is runs, power, and tone. Really runs, tone, and power. Runs, tone, power, range. No, runs, tone, range, power. That is my rank of things that I love. Runs, tone, range, power. A lot of people who sing, a lot of people who judge people singing is if they have power. Like somebody who is really a powerful singer, but I don't really like their tone. They are a powerful singer, but I don't like their tone, is Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson is a powerhouse, but I don't like her tone. So I'm not just gonna sit and be like, ooh, let me listen to Jennifer Hudson. No, I don't like her tone. And so, but she's a powerhouse. You know, I would never say Jennifer can't sing, but I personally don't like her tone. So I'm never gonna be at a concert. I'm never gonna buy an album. I don't like her tone, but I know she can sing. Um, Let me give you another example of tone. So, if you know anything about singing, on a technical, what they can do, range type of situation, Tamar Braxton will sing Tony Braxton under the table based on range and acrobatics of what they can do with their voice. But I prefer Tony as a singer because I love Tony's tone. I love Tony's tone better than Tamar Braxton, even though I know technically Tamar can do more things with her voice than Tony can because she has more range. B Slade is amazing. Layla Hathaway is amazing. Rasan Patterson is definitely in my top 10. Jeffrey Osborne, I like his voice, definitely in my top 20. So you like deeper tones. I don't necessarily like deeper tones because there are some sopranos like Clark sisters. Karen is the soprano of the thing. And if I like just deeper tones, I would really go with Dorinda because she's the deeper. But it just depends. It's all about tone. It's all about tone. And so that's one of the things about Brandy that I love about Brandy is her tone and her harmonies, what she does on the track, what she does, the intricacies of her runs and how they blend into her harmonies. Brandy is a singer, and so she may not do the things that you stereotypically hear because Brandy doesn't have the power. Where Brandy is lacking is power. She doesn't have the power that like a Jennifer Hudson has, or like a Fantasia has, or even a Whitney Houston has. But Brandy has the skills of a it's like a whereas like a tr- like say that Fantasia is a trumpet, Brandy is gonna be a clarinet. It's a tone, it's a softer tone, but she can run her ass off. She can her harmonies be fire. She just it's just it's just divine. I love Brandy. Who else did you say? Oleta Adams. Some of these people I like them. They wouldn't be like Oleta Adams. I like them. Like I can hear why people like them, but they ain't gonna be on my list. Not on my tops. Oh, come on, clarinet. Does that analogy make sense? Like there's a trumpet where you like like it's like loud and um like a Fantasia and a Jennifer Hudson. Like they loud, but um but they ain't got that clarinet, that smooth, that Enya is in my top list. She invokes harmonies within me. Oh, work, yeah. I don't really know. I know who Enya is, and I know her songs, but that's not like my style of music. So mm-mm. Breathy, yes, she know how to use her breath to soften a tone. Is a breath of air and texture. This would rather be that on that last album. Texture is Brandy for sure. She knows how to do those things. Um, Tamar can technically sing Tony under a table, but Tony's approach and tone are unmatched. You get me. But us people may not understand the difference on why that is. Let's talk about B Slade. B Slade is a beast. He's just one of them male singers that knows how to that has the acrobatics of a female singer. Does that make sense? He knows how to blend his ranges so easily that he has that. The difference, see, with there's a very distinct in men's voices. There's a very distinct difference in their chest voice and their falsetto. So there is a skill in men's voices to be able to go from their chest voice to their um to their falsetto undetected. So running from their low register all the way up to their high register and do that without a person's ear clocking the flip, that is a skill that a lot of men don't have. B Slade is a master of that. He is a master of going from his lower register to his falsetto without you even knowing. Without where did it start? Where did it begin? You have to be a really really trained singer to understand when he has done that, and he's really that blend of his false and his chest voice in his acrobatics, in his running, in his riffs, in his whole how to deliver a song. He is a master of that. That's what I love about B Slade. My favorite male voices. It got Usher, male that's alive. Usher is my favorite male voice right now. That's alive. I do love. Ooh, let me take that back because I forgot about Avery Wilson. Like I said, remember I said what's my thing? Runs are my very first. When I judge what I like about a singer, runs is number one on my list. Tone, range, and power. Avery Wilson's run game, his control. Woo! Him blending his chest voice with his false. He's a master. Avery Wilson is a beast, but I love Usher. Usher, one of my classic voices. So Usher, Avery Wilson, um, Carlo Thomas. I like his voice, but he's not in my top. Um, Adam Levine. Adam Levine's tone is my love. It's something about his tone that I like in songs. Turned off the lights, I've analyzed. Still stuck in the time. We fall in love. And then the sun sets on paradise. Now I'm at a payphone trying to go home. All of my pain I spent on you. I love Adam Levine. Avery Wilson, Usher. If we're talking about people who are who I'm not a big fan of runs. That's probably last on my list. Yes, now I don't like a person who running too much, who doing too much runs. I need you to have a finesse about the running, but the skill of doing it, I need you to have. But I can't have you running up and down a song that don't need all of them damn runs. I don't like that. That means when they doing all them runs unnecessarily, that means you don't have a finesse in delivering the song. You don't have to be running all the time. But when you know how to do that and have finesse, I love that. I like Latasha from Escape. She gets on my nerves. Yeah, Latasha from Escape. Too much runs. Too much. She would be so much better if she knew how to not do that so much. She is a perfect example of doing too many runs. Tony was singing Beyonce Covet, and I can't unhear it. She put the stank on it, and wore it out. In the bathroom, I did love that. But yeah, Latasha is a perfect example of doing too many runs. Male singers. If we're talking about alive, like people who are, if we talk about people who are dead, Luther Vandross is got to be my favorite male singer. He is fucking dope. Steven Tyler. Oh my God. Steven Tyler is one of my favorite male vocalists. Steven Tyler of Aerosmith, if you don't know who that is. One of my favorite male vocalists. Phil Collins, absolutely. Somebody just mentioned Phil Collins. I love Phil Collins. But I love him. But yes. Gerald Levert. Let me tell you about Gerald Levert. So Gerald Levert has power. He don't have a lot of runs. He gonna give you a little bit of riffs in there, but he is the quintessential male, like that male energy in his voice. Like he is the opposite of what a B Slade, what I like about B Slade. B Slade gives you the acrobatics of a gospel female. Gerald Levert gives you the power of a fucking man. Like Gerald is it's Gerald. It is without question that this is the man singing to you. Like Teddy Pendergrass, Gerald Levert. Y'all always make me get real deep into music. That's my thing. That's my thing. But Gerald Levert, Tyrese has it a little bit. Tyrese has just that manly, that vocal, especially his live vocal. I do like Tank. Tank is not bad at all. It's hard for me to um there's so many people that I like their tone better than Tank. I know Tank is good, but there's just so many male artists that I like their tone better than Tank. Chris Brown's skill is dope. His skills are dope, but I just don't like Chris Brown's tone. Oh, I have a bump in my face. Phil Collins does come with a strong vocal thing. I like Tank. I do like Tank. I do like him, but there are people that I like better. Um, but yeah, I think my top people is gonna be Usher, Tank, um, not Usher, Tank, Luther Vandross, Usher. Um, I ain't even gonna say his name because he is he who shall not be named. There is a male singer that we don't fuck with no more. That he's not a great singer, but he know how to deliver a song because he grew up in church. He know how to write a song and he know how to deliver it. At least make it fun. But we ain't gonna fuck with him. He would be somebody that I would talk about, but we ain't gonna talk about him. Y'all know who I'm talking about, so we're not gonna talk about him. Who else? Who else? Oh, yeah, but Steven Tyler. Listen, Steven Tyler. Steven Tyler is one of my favorite male singers. Um, y'all don't sleep on Aerosmith, baby. Aerosmith vocals, Dream On. He was singing on Dream On, baby. Steven was singing. Don't want to miss a thing. Steven was singing. I like Raheem Devine, but Raheem Devine is in that Tank range where I like their voices, but there's so many people that I like better than them. Like I like Dave Hollister's voice better. You know the new speaking of Gallant, new people that I like. He can't sing. I like him only in the studio. I do not like him live because y'all know Mario. Mario voice is bomb too, but no, he's that's not who I'm talking about. He can't sing. If you hear him live, he's gonna disappoint you. But in the studio, his tone is sickening to me. Giveon. I love Giveon's songs in the studio. I love his voice in the studio. Come on, Chicago 85. Baby, wasn't that the album? That was my shit. Oh, what's the on the side? Because you was mad at me. Now you're telling everybody that I see you on the side. Oh, on the side. His song about his side chick telling on him. Oh, Dave Hollister. Everything is different now. I become a one woman man. Ooh, long gone are the days when I ran the streets to get laid. I can't remember the melody, but I love that. Don't even like Giveon in the studio, so I won't. So I know I won't like live. Yeah, I like him live. I like Q Sweat's voice. I like Q Sweat's voice in the studio, not live, definitely. But that first album was undeniable. Anybody who don't fuck with Q Sweat first album, child. That first album, woo, there's some problematic lyrics on it now in the context of right now. That was in the 80s. Because honey, one of my favorite songs is "You May Be Young, but You're Ready." Woo! Ready to learn. Problematic lyric. You're not a little girl. You're a woman. Mm. Take my hand and let me tell you, baby, I'm not. I'm here for the taking. Is that the word? So you can Do as you please. Don't take my love for granted, 'cause you're all I ever need. Hold me in your arms. Oh, baby, and never let me go. Oh, there's a right and a wrong way to love somebody. Hey, a right way to love somebody. You know, my jam. I love Keith Sweat first album. What's the Make it last forever. Ooh. Oh, let me tell you, I got your lover. Let me tell you, oh, I really need you, baby, baby, baby. I can make it all right. No one but you, baby. Or Mariah Carey. No one but you, baby, baby. Y'all remember that? When her and Joe did the remake? No one but you, baby, can make me feel the way you make me feel. Oh, hey, you know that I love you. Love. Make it last forever. Oh, make it last forever. Um, I want your love to last a lifetime. You give it up, you give it up, you give it up. You'll always be mine. Oh, I don't remember the words. mm. I like the songs he did with Cut Close, but they weren't vocally fun. Um, Nobody. I don't even remember Nobody how to do it. I do like the songs he did with Cut Close, but I didn't. First of all, Athena Cage, the lead singer of Cut Close, they from Indianapolis. She went to Lawrence North. They from my city. I think Athena. I think Athena did. What is this? What's the cut slow song? Cut close song. Not nobody. The cut close songs by themselves. Oh, I like the way you touch me. I like the way you tease me. I like the way you do me. And I like the way you sex me. I don't know the words. I like oh, you make me surrender to my loving baby. Hey, I remember that. Make me surrender to my love. I don't know the rest of the word, y'all, but yes, yes, I love that. The album was cute. Um, yeah, Keith is definitely classic. Classic. Oh, we were talking about Bobby Brown too. Tenderoni on what you call it. On the show today too. On We released the show yesterday. What else? What else was my shit? But yeah, Keith was a classic male vocalist. Um, um, People sleep on Rochelle Farrell. She's in my top five, definitely. Rochelle Farrell vocally is in my top five singers because her tone, her range, she has everything. She has power, range, tone, riffs, everything. She is a quadruple threat. Rochelle Farrell is a beast. Um, I don't like her personality, but Kim Burrell is a beast as well. I love Kim Burrell. She got one of my favorite songs by her is Over and Over Again. When I was deep in sin, you came and took me in, and brought me peace within. And forever I remain indebted to you. What's the word? For shedding your blood on Calvary just for me. No, thank you for saving me. Bye, Andres. Thank you for saving me. You didn't have to do it, but you did. Uh, Kim doesn't do too many runs. Not for me, because her runs make sense. There's a difference between Kim Burrell running um and um and Latasha running. Natasha does the same runs all the time. Kim Burrell's gonna give you way different in her runs. Yeah, Kim is gonna give you different runs. Latasha gives you the same runs every time. Kim Burrell is gonna do different things, and so she's way more. How she runs is way more interesting to me. Kim's ear is nothing to play with. Nothing at all, baby. Nothing at all. Yeah. Yeah. Anita Baker. Tone. Tone, 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 tone. Her voice is like silk. Her voice is like woo, warm milk chocolate. Oh God. Anita is everything. Her tone. It's about tone. It's like why I like Anita is why I like Toni Braxton. Anita, um, it's the color she used. You bring me joy in the down. So much joy. When I lost my way, your love comes shining on me. I saw your face, and then I knew you would be friends. Oh, I love that. Represent, come to me. Anita's tone is lovely. I saw Kiki Wyatt and Beyonce fans having stand wars on Twitter. Um, Beyonce cannot outsing Kiki, but Beyonce is a way better entertainer. I think what people don't understand is in order for you to get to the level of Beyonce, you have to be above average in everything that an entertainer does. So Beyonce is above average singer. She's not, to me, she's not a great singer, but she is a well above average singer. There are things that Beyonce can do that your average singers cannot. I don't think Beyonce vocals are overrated. I think what people don't understand, actually think Beyonce vocals are underrated to me. But what people are not understanding is that, like Michael Jackson, Beyonce is such a perfection in her performance, in her entertainment value, in her whole package that it makes everything just look grand, because most performers, including a Whitney Houston, don't have all of that ability together. And so what you think, so sometimes when her fandom is about her entertainment value, not necessarily her voice alone, okay? So people love her because her entertainment overall value is better than most. She is the greatest entertainer of our generation right now. Michael was the greatest entertainer of his generation. When I was younger, of that generation, 80s, 90s, Michael was the greatest entertainer. I feel, to me, Beyonce has taken his place. Michael Jackson was a machine as well. they perform and give you a show on such a peak, high, excellent level that their fans love everything about them. But if you hone in, it is not match day. It is not. If you hone in just on them vocally, Michael Jackson and Beyonce are not the most, you're not going to sit them in front of a mic and they be the most amazing singers you ever heard. They're going to be good. They're going to know how to carry a tune and stay on key. They're going to know how to deliver their own songs because it was made for them. They're going to know how to use their instrument in a way that's good enough to be a above average singer. But they're not going to be your best. But, for example, Whitney Houston, I will go see Whitney sing in a small, unacoustic, perfectly bar, and Whitney is going to blow you away. She is going to sing you. She's going to deliver the song. It's going to be fire. Luther Vandross, you put a mic in front of him, he no smoke and mirrors, just sing. He's going to blow you away. Michael Jackson is not doing that. Can he sing a song? Yes. Can he get on the mic and stay on key and stay and do his numbers great? Yes, he can. But it's not going to be peak level greatness. What is great, and same thing with Beyonce, what is great about Michael and Beyonce, why they are compared, is that overall as an entertainer, dancing, costuming, showmanship, singing, all of that together is well above your average entertainer, well above them. And so it's not that Beyonce is overrated, because you are retarded if you do not think she is one of the best entertainers right now. Right now, who is doing it on her level? Everything on her level. Nobody. I don't care what y'all talking about. If you don't think, that's crazy. She is the Michael Jackson of our time. She is. Simple. It's nobody is doing on that level. All together, all those things. I'm dancing for you. I'm singing for you. I'm giving you a show. I'm giving you costumes. I'm giving you a whole entertainment. I'm gonna fill up the stadium. It's gonna be an entertaining show. You're not getting that from Whitney Houston. I'm sorry. You getting vocals for Whitney. You go see Whitney's because you know she's gonna blow you from the stage all the way to the back. She is not gonna dance. She is not gonna give you. She's gonna give you a cute gown. She don't give you too many costume changes. She gonna sit on a stool and blow you away, sweating, diaphragm working, because she is wearing you out with this, which is absolutely respect. That's why she is the voice. Totally respectable and is respected. But she is not a full-blown overall entertainer. She is not that. That is not who Whitney is. That's just not her. That's not who Luther Vandross is. Luther Vandross, he's going to give you a show. He's going to give you sparkly suits. He's going to give you his background singers in sickening gowns. He's going to give you a spotlight on him blowing you away with his throat. He ain't going to be jumping around stage. He might have some dancers twirling around sometimes, but you don't go to Luther Vandross for the show. You go to Luther Vandross because you know he gonna sing you down. But you go to Beyonce and Mike for the show, baby. They're gonna sing you enough to where they're not gonna be off key. They can hold a tune, so it's not like they can't sing, but they can hold a tune. Hold a tune enough and sing enough to deliver a song, sing better than your average singer, but they are going to they're it's all together. Adele is a good example of that. Yes, Adele is a good example of that. There is some problematic nuances there. I think Adele is going to give you a beautiful tone, deliver the song, but I think because Adele is a fat white girl, she gets more credit than she deserves. But that may be, I don't know, because I like her voice. I like her voice. I think one of the reasons why Adele is popular is because she has a great voice, but also because she's a fat white girl. The nice gowns, beautiful gowns. Adele needs to work on her technique. It seems like every 6 months she's blowing out her voice. There's a singers, entertainers, and singer entertainers. You got to know the difference. Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you think Tony is a showgirl? No, Tony Braxton is not a showgirl. She's gonna look when she remember when she won the Billboard was it Lifetime Awards artist? I don't know. Whenever Tony did something at Billboards recently, and she had on the white gown and it was smoke all over, and the orchestra was around her with white instruments, and smoke was over, and she was singing "Unbreak My Heart." She did what Tony does, baby. I'm just gonna be sitting here sickening and sing. And give you my tone and sing my song because I'm the best one to sing my song. But I'm going to stand right here like the diva that I am, just like Mariah Carey. I'm going to stand right here and sing. I ain't going to do no dancing because that's not what I do. I sing. But I think Adele is a good studio artist. I think Adele is a great artist all around. I think has a good voice. I think she has great songs. I saw Tony and it was a good show. Was it a Beyonce show? I know some people. Like I said, Luther Vandross is gonna. I've the what he can do. I've seen I've seen a show, but it ain't a Beyonce Michael Jackson level show. Think about Beyonce Super Bowl. You know Tony has the lupus, right? She's not giving you no show. Think about Beyonce's Super Bowl performance. Who is giving a performance like that? I don't know if I give no performance like that. That was a immaculate show, y'all. That was crazy. Wasn't nobody giving that. Beyonce Super Bowl performance was equal entertainment wise to Whitney's vocally um um Star Spangled Banner. That was Star Spangled Banner. That was like the one. Entertainment wise, Beyonce's was the one. Does that make sense? I'm not saying that singing wise, Whitney's is the best. Star Spangled, but you know how iconic that was when Whitney did it. That's how Beyonce did with her that fucking halftime show. Tony got a cute two-step with a twirl. She gives a beautiful face on Beyonce vocals. Right. That's it. You know Tony has the lupus. Yeah. I don't know anyone alive today that can give a Beyonce show. It's because it's not Maxwell. It's not. Yeah, you're not gonna get that. Only person we haven't seen this kind of showmanship since Michael Jackson and Janet. I hate to leave Janet out. It just Janet is the female metamorphosis of Michael. you you can't come do some bullshit and you come from the Jackson family. You can't be the little sister of the king of pop and not come with a show. Come on. There's a standard that he set and Janet not only I don't want to say surpassed, but she took what she learned and made it her own. Because there are some iconic Janet entertainment moments and not just the Super Bowl titty nipple. Do you like Janet's voice? I like Janet's voice. I like it, but Janet has no power. Like Janet has no power. Very little range. Um, what Janet does well is her unique texture, her unique tone that this is Janet singing. That's what she has a very distinct voice. Her texture, her tone. Don't nobody except for maybe our he who shall not be named, except for him. Don't nobody make no fuck songs like Janet Jackson. I don't care what nobody say. Don't nobody make no fuck song like Janet. That texture, that tone, that femininity, that softness, that breathy, that air. One of my favorite songs in the world is Never Fall Again. That the way she delivers that song, that is my favorite Janet Jackson song. One of my favorite songs as far as lyrically and deliverance. That perfection. Um so it's just to Beyonce's advantage that the bar is so much lower performance wise compared to her. Um, but it depends on who your bar is. I'm an 80s baby. I'm an older millennial. So my bar is Michael Jackson. So who I compare Beyonce to is Michael Jackson. I don't compare Beyonce to her contemporaries because they're nowhere near her. I compare Beyonce to Michael Jackson. So I feel like my Beyonce is the Michael Jackson of our time. Yeah, I don't compare her. I can't compare. There's nobody even at least back in the day we had people who were trying to come for her like um like Michael Jackson. You had the Janet Jacksons. Janet Jackson was giving you a fucking show. She was giving you a show. I'm talking about overall entertainers. Tina, but Tina, I feel like Tina laid the foundation for Michael a little bit. Tina did give a show. Tina gave a show. God, yes, God. Um, but Tina vocals wasn't all that, y'all. If I'm to be honest, she got some cute songs that she delivered, but her vocals wasn't all that. Um, she's an NFL playing. Yes, that's why I can't compare her to current. I feel like Beyonce she's I always reference this video. There's a video on this YouTube channel that I follow called the Black Music Archive, and he has a video talking about why the new girls can't sing, and his premise is the girls ain't getting their hours in. And he does this whole little mathematical equation of how back in the day, when you coming up in my era of singing, or even further back, we had choir rehearsal, we had church choir rehearsal on our regular time, school choir rehearsal, at home singing. Honey, we would get our to become he said to become a master at anything, you need to dedicate 10,000 hours to it and you become a master. Yes. But the girls aren't getting their hours, baby. You might hate it, but the girls aren't getting their hours. You got to get your hours in. Yeah, because some of these girls is not doing what they supposed to do. They can sing, but you can tell that they don't have breath control. You can tell that they get winded. You can tell that they are not vocally creative enough to be to improvise. No more A&R. That too. But even before the A&R, when we were younger, I want you to think about it. In order for you to get better with your voice, that's why we see so many talented girls come from church, because you sitting in church learning how to breathe, learning how to project, learning how to be creative with your voice, because you got the musicians right there, you got other gospel artists. But even outside of that, outside of the church lessons that you get in the hours, especially if you grew up in the church, because you not only singing in the choir for the Sunday and practicing, you singing choir practice, you doing the when you a kid too, and you going to some Bible school, and you singing there too, Bible study, and have a day for singing. It's so much. So on top of that, then you got the music classes that you have in class, in school, and they give you a whole different aspect of music. So church is gonna give you some nasty runs. They're gonna give you power and control, breath control. But in school, when you learning them chamber singer songs, the motherfucker Kyrie eleison, Kyrie eleison, and you got to learn texture, and you got to learn breath control in a whole other way, and how to fix your mouth and your different textures that your mouth can create, how far your palate is up, how far your tongue is back, how wide you have your tongue, where your larynx sits in your throat. Your larynx, where is it? How open you are. Where in your nasal cavity is the sound resonating from? How you can change it from here to here or here. How you do those things. You learn those things. You learn it in, your classes. And if you do that for 4 years while doing the hours at church since you were born, you get your hours in by the time you in high school. Your 10,000 hours are in is by the time you in high school. And then you get to the artist. The A&R people with motherfucking Whitney, they didn't have to give Whitney tips on her voice. They had to give Whitney tips on how to answer questions in the media, how to dress, those type of things. Not on her voice. She had her 10 hours in, baby. She had her 10,000 plus hours in. Ariana Grande. Oh no, I think that there's some girls in the new generation that can really sing. Let's not forget about Jasmine Sullivan. She got her hours in. Jasmine Sullivan, but she comes from church. Um, Aria can sing. Aria Grande can sing. Yes, definitely. Yes. Who are some other girls? I'm trying to think of the young girls. I don't know. Jasmine, Aria. Those are my favorite. Like Ari Lennox. I think Ari Lennox can sing. But Ari Lennox, she has a particular tone that you have to like. Chloe and Haley sing their ass off. Very tonal perfection. They're so great. But them little girls got their hours in. You saw them on YouTube working, getting their tones and their harmonies together. They got these is little girls who started way early. We watched them get their hours in. Has Aria not been out for 10 years? Ariana Grande been out for 10 years? How when Ariana Grande come out? She's been out. She was a Disney girl. Wasn't Aria a Disney girl first? She been out for a while. Ariana Grande. When did Ariana Grande's album first come out? Her first album. Okay, Google. When did Ariana Grande's first album come out?
The initial release date of Yours Truly was August 30th, 2013.
Oh, okay. 2013. Okay, Google. When did Jasmine Sullivan's first album come out?
The initial release date of Fearless was September 23rd,
Yeah.
2008.
2008. Okay. So she got her 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. She got her about 5 years. Yeah, I thought she was already out. Well, I guess her first album came out and then 2010. Yeah. I feel like they the same look. She got her by a couple of years, but I feel like they came out very similar. I don't know. Ariana Grande was on Broadway or off Broadway as a child. Yeah, she's a Disney girl. You can't be a Disney girl without having singing. Nowadays, auto tune is the way to go. Sadly, I think auto tune it gets a bad rap, but people have been using auto tune for years. Even your great singers been using auto tune, and those that kind of technology, not auto tune in a way that we see like a T Pain, but just to clean up and crisp up your vocals in the studio. Even the great singers was doing auto tune in the 80s and 90s for that. I don't mean they couldn't sing it live, but in the studio, they were using auto tune to clean up vocals. I mean, Britney was a Disney girl too, so that doesn't say much. Britney doesn't have a good voice. Good. I don't want to say doesn't have a good voice. That's not true. Um, Britney Britney did what Britney did. Like there are some songs that I really like of Britney Spears. There's some songs that I really like, but is she one of my singing greats? No. Y'all know one of the greats that I do not like. I don't want to say I don't like her. I like her. I know why people think she's a great because she has a beautiful tone. I just don't like it. Barbara Streisand. People think there are people who love Barbara Streisand. And I understand it because she does have a beautiful tone. Like it's something about it that's beautiful, but it's boring boots to me. Like her tone is boring. Her delivery is boring boots to me. Beautiful tone, beautiful, but it's boring. Like I think the I like Barbara Streisand when she does um either up to my two favorite um songs by Barbara Streisand is Gotta Move and Prisoner. Those two songs, I felt like it was different for her. I feel the same way about Celine. Her catalog bores me. I can't imagine how her catalog bores you. Her vocals be sickening. She runs. She got power. What? What songs are you listening to? What song are you listening to where you not getting the agility and the power and the presence of Celine Dion? Because you love me. What? I don't know what y'all listening to, child. I don't know what y'all listen. Her voice is killing it, baby. But yeah, Celine bores me down. Girl, I put Rihanna in the same. I put Rihanna in the same vocal category that I do Britney Spears. They have a unique sounding voice, and they do their songs. Thank you. So Shirley Bassey over Barb's for me. So fast and quick, but I will listen to Shirley Bassey over Barb so fast. I love me a Shirley Bassey. Somebody said something, not Barbara. Yeah, Barbara don't do it for me. Judy Garland don't do it for me either, Gigi. Judy Garland does not do it. I'm sorry, Chris. Judy Garland just Barbara don't give it to me. I like Gotta Move and Prisoner. Gotta move. Ooh, gotta move. Gotta get out. Gotta find that place. Another place. A brand new place. I don't know the words. Telling me what to be or how to be it. This is place where I can just be me. I like it. I love Gotta Move because she's doing something with her voice. She's giving you life and color while she's singing it. Prisoner. Oh, Prisoner is my favorite song by Barbara. Prisoner. Ooh, Prisoner. When I was younger, I wanted to be somebody had already did it, but I wanted to do it another way. If I when I was trying to be not honey, I never did a pageant, but if when I was thinking, ooh, I want to do a drag pageant, when I wanted to do a pageant, the song that when I wanted to try to win Continental, the song that I would get a prop that was the um the Continental statue, and I'll have it sit in the middle of the stage, and I wanted Prisoner to come on, and you see me. But what you don't understand is I have like chains on my arms and on my legs, and and it's set up in a way to where I can lean into the audience without falling down because the chains are connected the um to the Continental statue, and the song is about being a prisoner to it. And I would be delivering the song as a prisoner to Continental, and it would have been my sickening performance. It would have been feminine. It would have been sickening. It would have been dope, and I would love to do that. Somebody have already won Continental using that song, not in that way. I think her name is Santana TC Summers. I think that's her name, and she did Prisoner as this like gargoyle with wings flapping and horns and shit. She was in all white and ooh. Let me see if I can find that for y'all. Y'all need to get in the drag history. This RuPaul Drag Race shit is uh, because they don't want to add the film queens to the drag narrative. Y'all missing out on some iconic film queen drag moments. I can't find it. Oh no, I can't find it. What is it? I'll have to find it later. Uh, It's showing me fucking cars. This is not what I'm talking about, bitches. Oh, y'all are ruining it. Let me see what y'all talking about. Tracy Chapman, give me one reason to stay here. Not facility beyond slander. I don't know. Honey, they smoke a crack. Don't worry about it. Sherry, you know, don't worry about it. What do you feel about Dolly? Dolly, first of all, Dolly's pen game is beast. Dolly's country game is beast. Dolly's vocals, she just is a unique sound. She is a unique soft soprano sounding soprano country voice. She knows how to do her songs. She What I admire about Dolly Parton is her pen game. She is a writer through and through. She is not somebody to play with when it comes to writing music. Dolly is a writer. Um, the queen of country. She is just that girl. I love me some Dolly Parton. Um, it's my girl, honey. I love me some Dolly. Dolly, 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 baby. Dolly just did a New Year's show with Miley and Aiden. Yes. Molly, look, Dolly, not Molly. Dolly just got inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, baby, and she wrote a song specifically for that performance and killed it. Killed it. The pen game is nasty. She killed it. I want y'all to go watch that performance. Dolly Parton performance at her Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. Bitch, she killed that shit. Killed that fucking shit. Um, Dolly had one of the best transitions from music to movies. Shania Twain is the best. I love Shania, but is she the best? Mm, I wouldn't say the best. I love Shania though. I love her, but I wouldn't say she's the best. I love Shania though. I do love her. But there's so many other country. If we're talking about country, so many country. Yeah, my country queens are Dolly, Reba, Winona Judd. Honey, these girls will sing Shania Twain under the table, child. Not saying Shania ain't good, but Dolly is the country queen. Now that Loretta Lynn done died, because she just died a couple of months ago, now I would have said Loretta Lynn is the country queen because she's still alive. But now that she done died, Dolly is country queen, child. There's nothing you can't do that around that. But Dolly, um, Reba McEntire, Winona Judd still alive. Um, if we're talking about younger people, Carrie Underwood is sickening. But if we talk about other younger people, Natalie Gaines, the main singer of Dixie Chick, blow her ass off. Where's the best late night place to eat at Houston? Late night. Oh, so many. I like BB's. BB's that's always open on if it's late night, like now, you can go to any of them. But because they usually close at either not they might be closed now. But the one that's always open is in Montrose off of Montrose and Westheimer in the neighborhood. BB's. That's by you on out there. I don't know. I don't really come out your way. Jewel knows how to young. So we're into the we're going into the alternative girls vocals. Alternative girls. So I love me some Alanis Morissette. I love me some Jewel. All the '90s girls be killing it. But if I'm coming into there, do I like her vocal? I was about to say Gwen Stefani. I really just like how her delivery. I like her delivery and tone. Delivery and tone, Gwen Stefani. I love how she plays with her voice to make her sound like a little girl. Kinda always knew I'd end up your ex-girlfriend. Whoa. Oh, Pink will kill you. I like Pink's voice. I do like Pink's voice. Alanis Morissette, Alternative Girls. Alanis Morissette, that makes me feel it, that gives me goosebumps. Alanis. I don't fuck with Alanis. Oh, Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne, I like her song. I like her voice. Willow is killing it. Willow does have a nice voice. Whoa. I'm just a girl. Little old me. Let me out of your mind. I don't know the words. I don't know the melody. But I'm just a girl. Willow voice is so underrated. Yeah, I like her voice. Effervescent used to sing. Yes, Alanis Morissette is amazing. You know, one of my favorite Alanis Morissette. It goes like this. It's at the end of her album, Jagged Little Pill. First of all, every song on Jagged Little Pill is my sickening. So it's hard for me to say what's my favorite, but one that I love to sing is when you let the album play. There's an acapella version of it's called Your House, and it's I went to your house, walked up the stairs. I opened the door without ringing the bell. Walked down the hall into your room where I could smell you and know I shouldn't be here without permission. I shouldn't be here. Would you forgive me, love, if I laid in your shower? Would you forgive me, love, if I laid in your bed? Would you forgive me, love, if I stayed all afternoon? Oh, I love that song. Y'all need to hear that song. It's dope. It tells a fabulous story. I don't want to say fabulous. That's not the word. Basically, he was cheating on her, and she had went to his house without him knowing, and as she tells the story, she finds out that he's cheating on her, and it's so cute. Y'all need to listen to that song. It's what it is she comes to his house and the door is unlocked. And so she goes in. This is her boyfriend. So she goes in and they live separately. So she goes in um and she just kind of doodling around. So okay. I, okay, I put on your robe, put on your robe. Open your drawers and I found your cologne. Went down to the den, found your CDs. I played your Johnny. And no, I shouldn't be here. I better go soon. I shouldn't be here. Would you forgive me, love, if I laid in your shower? Would you forgive me, love, if I laid in your bed? Would you forgive me, love, if I stayed all afternoon? Oh, I burned your incense. I ran a bath. I noticed a letter that sat on your desk. It said, hello, love. I love you so, love. Meet me at midnight. And no, I shouldn't be here. I better go soon. I shouldn't be here. Would you forgive me, love, if I cried in your shower? Would you forgive me, love, for the salt in your bed? Would you forgive me, love, if I cried all afternoon? Oh, and then it ends like that. So basically, she goes to his house without permission. She's feeling around because it's her boyfriend, and she finds a letter that he's supposed to be meeting up with somebody, girl. And that's how she finds out that he's cheating on her. I went to your house. It's so sickening. You should listen. Gwen always has me shook with the black and white print fashion. She's the queen of black and white print. Hmm. She's the queen of cultural appropriation. Rivaled by only Madonna. That is who she is the queen of. Another. I love Alanis. You've already won me over in spite of me. So don't be alarmed if I fall head over feet. And don't be surprised if I love you for all that you are. I couldn't help it. It's all your fault. My love flavor. Another one that I love by Alanis is really all of Jagged Little Pill. This is called Knock the Doctor. It's the lyrics that are my sickening. So she says, I don't want to be the filler if the void is solely yours, and I don't want to be the glass of single malt whiskey hidden in your bottom drawer. Her, I just love her. She just sickening. I don't want to be I don't want to be your mother. This is not in order. She says, I don't want to be the mother. I didn't carry you in my womb for 9 months. Show me the back door. I don't want to be adored for what I merely represent to you. I don't want to be your other half. I believe that 1 and 1 makes 2. Um, Anyway, the chorus goes, visiting hours are 9 to 5, and if I show up at 10 past 6, well, I ought to know that you find some way to sneak me in that door. Mind the empty bottles with the holes along the bottom. You see, it's too much to ask for, and I am not the doctor. It's just a song about being in a relationship with a nigga that's always, you gotta fix him. He wants you to be all of these things. He wants you to be his mama. He wants you to be the doctor. He wants you to, everything about him, he wants you to fix. Oh, your love is thick and it swallows me whole. Yes. What other one? I'm trying to sing songs that y'all don't know. Y'all know ironic. Well, isn't it ironic? um, um, perfect. If you're perfect, perfect is never quite enough. If you're flawless, then you and my love. Don't forget to win first place. Don't forget to keep that smile on your face. Be a good boy. Try a little harder. You've got to measure up to make me happy. So many songs. She got so many. It's the lyrics for me. It's the lyrics for me. Oh, my favorite. What's the Unforgiven or Forgiven? Alanis Morissette Forgiven lyrics. Oh, this one is good. She said, "You know how us Catholic girls can be. I We make up for so much time a little too late. I never forgot it, confusing as it was. No fun with no guilt feeling. The sinner, the savior, the lover. Let's freestyle. See you next Sunday. We all had our reasons to be there. We all had a thing or two to learn. We all needed something to cling to. So we did. Y'all know that song? That song is fire. Y'all listen to Alanis Morissette. Y'all need to listen to her. We sang hallelujah in the choir. Mm. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I confessed my darkest deeds to an envious man. Hey. My brothers, they never went blind for what they did, but I may as well have did. In the name of the Father, the skeptic, and the Son, I have one more stupid question. We all had our reasons to be there. We all had a thing or two to learn. We all needed something to cling to. So we did. What I learned, I rejected. I love that song. That song that gives me emotion. Love that song. Very churchy. Yeah, I think Jagged was so on time for me when Jagged Little Pill was so on time for me in my teenage years. It came out in '95, and just everything there was songs about dudes, there was songs about old men trying to use her because she was a young girl. Um, uh, there's one song, the very first song on the album. Um, Why are you so petrified of silence? And then she says, "Here, can you handle this?" And it goes silent. Do you think about your bills, your sex, your deadlines, when you think you're gonna die? Or do you long for the next distraction? I can't remember the word. I'm humbled by his humble nature. Yeah, she's just dope. She's everything. You ought to know is good, but everybody know you ought to know because that's her classic. Ironic is a difficult song to sing. What is it? What's the lyrics to Ironic? Okay, Google. Lyrics to Ironic. Alanis Morissette.
Here are some details.
Okay, let's see. Um, an old man turned 98. You won the lottery and died the next day. It's a black fly in your Chardonnay. It's a death row pardon. 2 minutes too late. And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain rain on your wedding day is a free ride. When you're already paid is some good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it figures? Mr. Play It Safe was afraid to fly. He packed his suitcase and kissed his kids goodbye. He waited his whole damn life to take that flight. And as the plane crashed down, he thought, well, isn't this nice? And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you're already paid. It's some good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it figured? Well, life has a funny way of sneaking up on you when you think everything's okay and everything's going right. And life has a funny way of helping you out when you think everything's going wrong and everything blows up in your face. A traffic jam when you're already late. A no smoking sign on your cigarette break. It's like 10,000 spoons. My favorite lyric. When all you need is a knife. It's meeting the man of my dreams. And then meeting his beautiful wife. Pin gang. Dope. And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic. And yeah, I really do think. This album is dope. And yeah, I really do think, because, this is a whole feminist movement in one album. And so, dudes who think you don't think because you're dumb. And yeah, I really do think. It's like rain on your wedding day is a free ride. When you're already paid, it's some good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it figured? This life is a funny way of sneaking up on you. Life has a funny, funny way of helping you out. Helping you out. Yes. I love it, 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 I love it. Same here, Salicious. It was one of my first albums. My first album ever that I bought was Functified by the Brat. Functified by the Brat. So functified. And then Jagged Little Pill and Mary J. Blige 411. Yeah. First to go platinum, female rapper. I help her go platinum, baby. Yeah. Yeah, but Jagged Little Pill was my king. First album I purchased with my own money was Kaleidoscope by Khalees. Oh, wow. We did have a Sam Goody. Mariah Carey's Music Box was the first album that I got. Mariah Carey's very first album. Mariah Carey's very first album is the first album, the one with emotions on it. That album is the first album that I was obsessed with. There was other albums prior to this that I liked, like of course Keith Sweat first album, um, certain songs, um, but vocally, Mariah Carey's first album is when I knew, ooh, I like music other than gospel. And these songs I really like the range she used. You know, Mariah Carey uses her range, baby. Especially back then. Um, the range. What else? What else? What else? Ooh, the range. The lyrics. Uh, Someday, hey, hey, the one you gave away will be the only one you're in store. I love that part with Kelly Price and her sister. That's Kelly Price and her sister doing that. Just think again, cause I won't need your love anymore. I'm not a soprano, so I can't do it. But that part is my favorite part of that song. Just think again, cause I won't need your love. She lost the Grammy for Emotions to Bonnie Raitt. Well, Bonnie isn't. I mean, I like Bonnie. Yeah. My favorite song on the album is There You Are, holding her hand. I am most dying to understand. Here I am, still holding on. Is that it? Don't know, my world is gone. Even though I try, I can't let go. Something captures my soul. And every night I see you in my dreams. You're all I know. I can't let go. That's called Can't Let Go by Mariah Carey. I love this song. True. I love that song. That's one of my favorite on that album. I love the whole album, but when I was little, I used to be like, even though I try, I can't let go. Never can't say goodbye. Even though I try, I can't let go. Something in your eyes. Oh, 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 don't you even realize the trouble I inside every day of my life? Do you know the way I feel when all you have just died? I trying and trying to deny what I feel that I did, that I did, na, na, na. Can't let go and get you out of my mind. I can't remember the words. That album was dope. Loved it, loved it, loved it. That's when there's a couple of albums that were really inspiring me musically. Kelly Price, Melanie Daniels, and Kelly Price's sister, and Trey Lorenz, baby. Yes. Baby, baby. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, we've been on here for 3.5 hours, y'all. Mariah is the only singer that I stand since the 90s. Definitely worthy of a stand. There's certain people that I do not go back and forth with their stands about their tea. Mariah is one, Whitney is one, Janet is one, Beyonce is one. Because I totally understand why you stand these women. I understand why you stand them. I understand why they are your favorite. I understand. Totally. Because they have something that the other bitches don't. That's why you love them. And I get it. Totally, totally get it. Ooh, my first mistake was when I hear the 90s, that's what my brain goes to. I wanted too much time. I had to have you morning, noon, and night. Yeah. Anyone who can successfully cover a Michael song and matches the greatness is stand worthy. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I feel like a Michael Jackson song, vocally, there's many people that could match it vocally. And that's why she did that song, because she's not really a performer, she is a singer. And so she could take this any song and just sing it. Especially, we talk about Mariah in her prime. We talk about Mariah in 90s Mariah, child, early 90s Mariah. She could take a song and sing it. I've heard a lot of covers by Michael Jackson that people slayed. Because Michael isn't a vocally difficult singer. He's not. Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson is not a we talked about that earlier. I don't know if you was here. But Michael Jackson isn't like a hard singer. He's not like a singer that sings difficultly. Tamia, Eric Benet, and Maxwell. I don't like Eric Benet's voice. I love Tamia's voice. I love Tamia's voice. I don't really like Maxwell's voice either. He can sing, but I don't really like his voice. Um, he can sing though, but his songs be getting on my nerves. Um, Mm. But all right, y'all. I'm about to watch some shows before I get sleepy, because I have to get up in the morning. My first favorite song was All Around the World by Lisa Stansfield. Been around the world and I can't find my baby. I don't know. I don't know why. He's gone away and I don't know where it can be. Oh, my baby. But I'm gonna find you. That's all. I do like Lisa Stansfield. I thought she was American. I didn't know she was from UK. I didn't know she was from the UK when I was growing up. But yeah, I like that song. Okay. I don't remember what my first favorite song was. Hey, money. I don't remember what my first favorite song was. Music has always been in my life, so I don't. My first favorite song, something that I was obsessed with. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. It might have been Weak. SW. Nah, it couldn't have been that. It had to be something earlier than that. Maybe Michael Jackson's "Man in the Mirror." I used to love that, but no, it was songs before that. When did "Man in the Mirror" come out? Oh no, Lisa Fisher. I love Lisa Fisher. Mm, yeah, some people just can sing. They don't really get great material. I think Lisa Fisher is one of them ones. It's hard to it just doesn't get great material. Hard to give her. You know who voice I actually like too that just doesn't get great material is Alice Smith. I really Alice Smith's voice is like Geppetto to my emotions. Like she in my body. She can sing and it just pulls strings of my emotions and body. Like my body just tingles when she sings. It is so amazing. Alice Smith is dope. There's something of when she sings one of her like live like ballads, child, I'd be like, "Ooh, I gotta cut you off. You is getting me too emotional. What you doing?" But yeah, I love Alice Smith. Anyway, I'm getting off of here. We've been on here 3 hours and 30 minutes. So I will talk to y'all next Friday. Check out the new episode of Marsha's Plate. We talk about masculinity and femininity and the soft life a little bit. We talked about it earlier this episode too. But yeah, check it out. Link is in the bottom. And thumbs up if you're watching this late. Sorry if you're just now coming in. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.